So I'm going to take this. I'm going to take this down so we're just not staring at it. That's okay with you.
Yeah.
Because I don't need any of this.
I was thinking we have Photoshop.
I don't need any of that. Does everybody have this sheet right here?
I think we're supposed to have
Two pieces of paper. All right, I'm really excited about this today, and the reason being is because I am in the Coach Corn, MAPS coaching Coach Corn Reconnect plan right now, and my intent here is to take a lot of what I learned and pass it along to you guys, and how to really engage your database at a high level. So we're going to focus a lot on the 8x8 and the 33 touch. Today we're just going to do a quick overview of the process. There's some pages I want you to write down. There's going to be some homework involved with this session we're going to do. It's going to be 8 weeks plus or minus, just depending on how much material we can cover in each hour. I won't limit it to an hour on Thursdays at 1:30. We'll skip the week of Mega Camp, and then we'll start back up after that. So, and the first piece of homework to get prepared for the class is the Red Book, pages 133 to 152. If you're ever going to focus on any part of the Red Book, whether you're 10 years in real estate or whether you're 2 days in real estate, page 133 to 152, I argue is one of the most essential pieces of
You might focus at the time, so we
the book.
the
The Millionaire Real Estate Agent, yeah. Page 133 to 152, that deals with positioning. Because our idea as real estate agents is we want to position ourselves at the front of everybody in our database's mind. That's the whole key. When people think of real estate, you want them to think of you. So it's all about mind positioning. So anyway, that section, Coach Corn says read it 10 times. It's not that many pages. It's not that hard to read. And if you think of your business as a bank, think of your database as your vault. That's where all your money is. Does anybody know what the statistics are if you have people in your database and you have them either on a 12 direct or a 33 touch, and you do not call them?
And you do not call?
And you do not call them. You know what the rate of return is?
50 to 1.
50 to 1. And supposedly that number was getting updated when they issued the new MREA real estate book that's coming out. I heard rumors of that. I don't know if that's the case or not. But as it's written from the previous version, it's 50 to 1.
That's just the touch difference?
That's just with the either a 12 direct or a 33 touch. And you set it and forget it. The whole idea that I want to get across in this class is this is not a Ron Co system. Everybody remember Ron Co commercial? Set it and forget it. We can't set it and forget it on this one. You have to make personal touches. And that's one of the pieces that we want to talk about this big time, because in our EH system, we already have campaigns set up. And what Coach Corn has taught me over the past 6 weeks is, what's the best database in the world? Anybody got an answer to that? It's the one you use.
Yeah.
So EH is great, and the campaigns are there. There's people that use spreadsheets. There's people that use however you want to track this. The important part is to use a system that you will actually use every day. And the idea here is, I called it Make Your Business Boom and Lead Generation on your terms, because every call you're going to make, if you follow this program, is going to be a warm call. You're not going to cold call anybody. Every person you'll call is somebody you've been in contact with. Okay? So one of the charts, if you've read the Millionaire Real Estate Agent, you're probably familiar with this chart. These are your groups, and this is how we group people in our databases. And this is what I want. This is what I think is important. This is a very important graph that has to deal with the pages 133 to 152. Okay. And one thing I want to stress in this over the next 8 weeks is this right here is essentially one group. The general public that you haven't been in front of, you may want to meet them, or a target group. What would a target group be? A farm, a business networking group, might be a garden club, might be whatever. It's people you're in regular contact with. One of the things that was really eye-opening for me when I started the course was I have a lot of people in my database. And here I am hallucinating that I'm keeping in contact with them at a high level. And the question was asked, when was the last time you spoke with them one time? And I said, well, there's some that I talk to regularly, some that I talk to. He said, how many have you talked to this quarter? And I said, well, maybe 65, 100. He said, well, those 65 are your Mets. Everybody else, pull them off your campaigns and put them on 12 to red because they're really not Mets. If you haven't talked to them, then you need to picture your database as two groups. You either have Mets or you have not Mets, or you have connected and you have not connected. If you have people that you're considering a Met in your database right now and you haven't talked to them in the past quarter, literally talked to them on the phone and had a conversation, a two-way conversation, then for purposes of this course, they're not a Met. You're not connected. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Well, you're not top of mind to these people.
You're not top of mind with those people. And the idea of this course is to get top of mind. As we talked about the return, if you're not top of mind, so if you haven't talked to them in a quarter, you can count on a 51 return. If you talk to them every quarter, does anybody know what the return is if you have an effective 33 touch and you talk to the people once a quarter? 12 to 2. 12 to 2 ratio. And Joseph talked about that, not exactly sure why they call it 12 to 2 instead of a 6 to 1. And some ideas are that it's a 12 to 2 because for every 12 people you'll get one actual piece of business and one referral. All right. Here was another staggering fact that came out of this course that I've been taking. 7 out of every 100 people in your database are either moving or know somebody that's moving within 12 months. 7 out of 100. That's the importance of being in front of them and staying in regular contact with them. So, like I said, I'm going to keep this as an overview because we're going to watch the 30 minutes. But what we're going to do with this class is we're going to figure out how to get to these people. Because if you have people here that you're calling Mets and you haven't talked to them in the quarter, then you need to put them back out. And you need to put them on 12 direct. They need to get one piece of information from you a month. Because all the statistics show if you're dripping on them with a 33 touch and you're not speaking to them, they're not even, not only do they not open your emails, they're getting batch deleted. Maps Coaching Track for 200 of their clients. And the people that were not in regular contact with their database, not only were their emails not getting open, they were getting batch deleted. They had a way to track it. In other words, they saw your email along with JCPenney's Sale of the Week and Zappos Shoes of the Week, and they highlighted all of them and bam, without even opening.
So we just make
That's
sure.
pretty staggering, isn't it?
Basically.
Have you ever, I mean, with the new system, you know, when you start a campaign with the way they've got the My Marketing set up now, you can see who's on your email campaigns, and there's an opening ratio right there. When you go to the campaign, it's going to tell you how many emails have been sent and what percentage of them have been opened.
And it will humble you quickly.
It will humble you very
And we'll
quickly.
find out how not to do that.
Yep. It will humble you very quickly. Some of the highest percentages I've heard of is like 19%. And that's on the high end.
I've been good at 33.
Right.
Well, that's,
So
that's
that's
impressive.
awesome. That's impressive.
I was impressed.
That's fantastic. So my suggestion would be to start thinking about a way to use a 12 Direct as an email, and then maybe you want email holidays. Limit the number of emails.
Yeah.
So incorporate social media touches, handwritten notes, items of value. If you want to send out a to-do list once a year, if you want to send out a calendar once a year. These are the things we're going to be talking about, is how we can put together 33 touches that are meaningful, that people appreciate and value, rather than just sending them, 4 calls minus 29 emails and 4 phone calls. Because you're really only going to be touching them 4 times, because they're going to be deleting your emails or either not looking at them.
What understanding they know from the handwritten note?
They're going to open that handwritten note.
And they're gonna say, a handwritten note?
Yep.
That's awesome.
And they're going to take that phone call. And suppose you mail them a sheet of paper. They're probably going to open that. They're probably not going to grab it and go, oh, Alan brought, that's going in the trash. Because they're not used to getting stuff from you, direct mail. They're probably going to open it up, and as long as it's something that piques their interest, they're probably going to look at it. Even if it doesn't, it's physically touched their hands, they can look at it, it's in their mind. It's not a quick subject line that they can delete in 2 seconds. It has the literal lifespan of 2 seconds versus they'll keep it, they'll at least open it. Might open it and go, this is another corny letter from Alan and throw it away. But you know,
Top of mind.
top of mind.
What do you think's 40 letters? Was it an hour?
That's right. I mean, it's true. It's true. It's true. It can be. And there's people that send jokes. There's people that do all of that. So the homework for this week is that what you've got in front of you is a memory jogger prospect list. So this is how you want to build your database right here.
Very helpful.
You want to look through that, and you want to start obviously with the first one, which is your close friends, associates. That's the first people, because why would you want to start there?
They like you.
They already like you. They want to
You
hear
have
from
to.
you. Yeah. You'll put your mind out whether they do or not anyway, right?
That's
They
right.
would a party at least.
You have to be here.
Yeah.
So that's the first piece of homework. So what I think is a good
I like how your relatives are after those people. Yeah.
I found that the relatives are first one to kick off the unsubscribe button. They're like, I already have what you do, unsubscribe. So you want to send them obviously something different. They would like a Starbucks card. Or like they kind of, kicking the pants. They don't want an email from you telling them how vinegar takes stains out of curtains. I mean, they just don't want, you know what I mean? They don't care about this. So, I mean, there's that series in there called Did You Know? It's great, but I think the days of canned emails, they look canned. People can spot them from a mile away. They want content nowadays. They want things that mean something to them. And that's what we intend to do over the next 8 weeks, is build campaigns that are meaningful. They're going to put you top of mind in a way to track them, so you can get those 12 and 2 results and start getting business that's already out there. Here's another thing that's going to humble you real quick. When you start calling these people and reconnecting with them, you ask them after the 8th time, when you finally ask them for business, they're going to go, why should I talk about this? Because, so-and-so just moved last week, or they just listed their house last week, so just be prepared for that. It's going to happen. And that's a good thing, because that means now you're getting in front of that. You're going to be in front of that now. Next time it happens, they're going to think of you instead of whoever, or not even recommending anybody. Does that make sense?
I get back to the not paying emails,
Uh-huh.
like your vinegar leather curtains thing.
Yeah.
Don't laugh when I say this, but Pinterest has great things that you can do is add items of value.
And I'm sure you're going to bring a load of Pinterest ideas with you. Somehow, I think that's going to happen. I don't know how. So,
But
I would
that's good,
say-
it's not
yeah.
canned,
yeah,
Right.
because you can actually put it, when
Yeah.
she's actually putting it together, it's not a canned email, and it doesn't look like a canned email. So that's not.
Just like my last,
no, it's great. Look, I've seen a ton of ideas. There's people in 33 touches in the group of people that like Pinterest, and they'll send them. They literally have templates put together. I saw this the other day. Thought you might like to hear some. Because guess
yeah, I
what?
can do it.
2 sentence emails get read
A whole lot
a
more.
whole lot.
And with the
I mean, tons more than a canned email that's an image put together with your information on the bottom. It gets read a ton more. I mean, I don't know what the statistics are. I've heard them, but I don't remember.
Well, I said that to somebody the other day, I said, you know, somebody called something and it was long, and I said, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna read that. I wouldn't read that.
Maybe.
I just wouldn't, I'm not gonna be honest with you. Short and sweet.
Right, short and sweet.
That's why handwritten notes are awesome, because they don't take but a minute to read.
And there's some things in life, so much.
But it's the personal touch.
That's right, and that's going to give you the excuse to make the first phone call. So if you have people in your database you haven't talked to in the quarter, pull them out of your campaigns and put them on 12 direct. If you have people on a 33 touch right now, you're not calling them, take them out, put them on 12 direct. You're more likely going to touch them that way. Statistics show you're going to touch them more with a 12 direct than you're going to 29 times with no phone calls, because they're not open. And that's not imaginary numbers, that's KWRI, you know, they track everything per their statistics. If you're not calling them, that's where they need to be.
Are you talking about doing, and I'm sorry, I was showing eyes.
Mhm.
8 by 8. You probably already discussed that.
We haven't gotten there yet. I'm talking an overview of how we're going to do this. So I would encourage everybody that's not communicating with your database at least once a quarter, pull them out, put them on 12 direct, and then the object of this course for the next 8 weeks is we're going to build an 8 by 8 campaign that's going to allow you to move them from here, from this 12 direct, we're going to move them into here, where you put them on a meaningful 33 touch. And we do that. That's why it's important to read pages 133 through 152 in the book and internalize that. Because how do you move them from here to here? You just said it with an 8 by 8. Does everybody know what an 8 by 8 is? That's 8 touches over 8 weeks. It's 8 touches over 8 weeks. So you're going to build your list of people, and then what we're going to do is we're going to start with your closest people, and then you're going to do 5 a week. I mean 5 a day. You're going to take those closest people. So if you've got 25 people, that's going to get you through your first week. And here's how that works. The first Monday, you're going to write 5 handwritten notes to the first 5 people on your list. Tuesday, you're going to write handwritten notes to the next 5. Wednesday to the next 5.
Hey, don't worry.
Thursday to the next 5. Friday to the next 5.
Next is that good.
That's right, and that's a real business. Absolutely.
So you don't give them that good.